Hello students, so in this series of important questions for class 12th board, we will discuss few important questions in this video. Okay, so we'll start with question number 40. Find the probability distribution of the number of tails in the simultaneous tosses of 3 coins. So question is saying that you are tossing 3 coins. Then what is the probability distribution of number of tails? So when you will toss 3 coins, then you will get all 3 head like this, or either 2 head 1 tail, correct, or correct, H T H H, correct. In this way you will get 6. You can get T H T T T H T T T H and T T T. When you will toss 3 coins, then this will be your sample space, you can say, correct. Total 8 you will get. So these all things you get. So we have to get focus of tail. We have to check the number of tails. So number of tails I can get either 0 number of tails I can get, or I can get 1 tail, or I can get 2 tail, or maximum I can get 3 tail, correct. So with respect to this tail, getting 0, 1 time, or 2 time, or 3 time, correct. So we have to find the probability distribution. So this is the question. So how will you start this question? Okay, these are the explanation. Now I will start how you will write the answer. Okay, so this is the sample space. I am erasing this because you know, correct. Okay, so how you will write the answer for this question? So you will write, let x is number of tails. X is number of tails, means either you are getting 0 tail, or 1 tail, or 2 tail, or 3 tail, correct. And so B toss, since we are tossing, so you will write like this: B toss 3 coins simultaneously. I am telling you language also how you will write the answer in the exam. Okay, so B can get, you will write, so B can get 0 tails, either we can get 0 tails, means no tail, or 1 tail, like 1 tail means like HTH. So 1 tail 2 head you are getting, correct. Similarly like that. Okay, or you can get 2 tails like HTT 2 tails, or THT 2 tails, correct. Okay, so 2 tails, 3 tails. Okay, so B can get 0 tails, 1 tail, 2 tail, or 3 tails. 3 tails means all 3 are TTT, correct. This also we can get. Okay, and 0 tail means HHH, no tail, all 3 head, correct. So 0 tail, 1 tail, 2 tail, and 3 tail. Okay, so x value will be 0 to 1 3. So value of x can be because value x we told number of tails. So number of tails can be 0, 1, 2, 3. So x value can be either 0 or 1 or 2 or 3, correct, any one. So you will make a table. Like this column I am making x. Okay, this is the probability distribution. So we are doing the probability distribution. Okay, and in this video we'll solve few probability questions. Okay, so this is x, like variable we took, number of tails. Then outcomes, what is the possible outcomes? Like if 0 tail, then HHH, that will be the outcome. And this will be the number of outcome. How many possible outcomes are there, correct, that we'll see, then you will understand number of outcomes. And this is probability. I will represent with it. This is probability distribution. So probability distribution I will represent with P of X. That is probability distribution. Okay. So suppose X value is 0, correct, or 1 or 2 or 3. Okay. Now I will fill this table. Okay. 0, 1, then 2, then 3. If 0, so when 0 tells, so 0 tells outcomes will be H, H, H. If all 3 H, then only one outcome. In this case only the number of tails will be 0. All 3 are heads, correct. One tail means either you will get first 2 head and third tail, or you can get first head, second tail, third head, one tail, correct, or you are getting first tail and last 2 as HH, correct. So this is the possibility, correct. So how many outcomes? 1, 2, 3, only 3, correct, and this 1 in this 1, correct, in this 3. If 2 tail means I am getting, suppose, first tail, second tail, and third one H, or I can get first tail, second head, third tail. In any sequence you can write, okay, that is not compulsion, or H, H, T. This is the 3 possible outcomes, 3, correct, or last 3 tails. So 3 tails, only one possibility, T, 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 correct, only one outcome, correct. So total is 8, 3 plus 3, 6, 1, 7, 1, 8, correct, total outcomes will be 8. So you know number of sample spaces, we discussed in the starting, number of sample space is 8, correct. So number of sample space is 8, and for this outcome is 1. So probability will be favorable outcomes by total outcomes. So favorable is 1 divided by total is 8. For second one, favorable is 3 and total is 8. So 3 upon 8. Similarly, for this 3 upon 8, because favorable is, probability is that only favorable divided by total. So favorable divided by total, correct. This is not tough, just in a arranged way you have to write, okay, that's it, okay. So this is the probability distribution. So in last you can write the final answer. This is the final answer. You will write like this: the probability distribution, and this can come in 3 marks, 4 marks or 5 marks, okay. The probability distribution X, you will write like this: if X and Px, only 2 rows, correct. One row will be X and second will be Px. So if X value is 0, 1, 2, 3, correct. So if X value is 0, then what is the probability distribution we found? X value is 0, then 1 upon it. Probability distribution is 1 upon it. Px value is 1 upon it. If X value is 1, then 3 upon 8. So you will write 3 upon 8. If X value is 2, then we found 3 upon 8. So 3 upon 8. Similarly, if X value is 3, then probability distribution is 1 upon 8. So you will write 1 upon 8. This will be your answer. This is your probability distribution. And question was asking probability distribution. Find the probability distribution of the number of tails. So we have to keep focus of number of tails. If question has told that of the number of heads, so just will change number of heads, then 0 head, 1 head, 2 head, 3 head, and accordingly will change here. That's it. Okay. Accordingly will change, like 0 tail, 0 head, the 0 head, then T, correct? Just opposite. So I hope you understood. Okay. Now we'll come to the next question, that is question number 41. What is the question number 41? A random variable X has a probability distribution. In this question, probability distribution is given. probability distribution is given, then we have to find the value of k and value of p when x value is greater than equal to 2, correct? So one concept is there in probability distribution. When you will add this t, if I will discuss in this question, if you will add this all, these all probability distribution, 1 upon 8, 3 upon 8, 3 upon 8, 3, add this 1 upon 8 plus 3 upon 8 plus 3 upon 8 plus 1 upon 8. This is not part of this question, okay? Just I am explaining so that I will use this concept in next question, okay? So when you will add this, then 8, 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1. So you will get 8 upon 8. 8 upon 8 means 1. So total, when you will add this total probability distribution, Px, when Px is 0, 1, 2, 3, the total will be 1. Total probability will be 1. Okay, so I will use this concept in this question. So when we have to find the value of k, then this value plus this value plus this value plus this value plus this value will be 1. Total will be 1. This is the concept, okay? So how you will write? You will write we know since x value is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, correct? So we know px, x means p value, px means first value is 0. So p0 plus p1 plus p2 plus p3 plus p4, correct, will be 1. Total will be 1, correct? And according to the question, p0 is given as 0.1. So p0 is 0.1 plus p1 is given as k, so you will write k. p2 is given as 2k, so p2 is given as 2k, so you will write 2k. Similarly, p3 is given as 2k, p4 is given as k, so in place of p4 I will write k, and this total will be 1. And now just add. So 0.1 plus k plus 2k, 3k plus 2k, 5k plus k, 6k. So 0.1 plus 6k, right side is 1, correct? So now we have to find the value of k. So 6k will be 1 minus 0.1, and 6k is equal to 1 minus 0.1 means 0.9. You will subtract 1, you will subtract 0.1, so 0.9 you will get, and k will be 0.9 divided by 6. When you will divide, you will get 0.15. Okay, so this is the value of k. So first part is done. K value is 0.15, correct? So k value we got as 0.15. So I am writing here k value is 0.15. This is the first part answer, correct? K value is 0.15. Now we are moving to the next part. Next part is part 2. We have to find probability when x is greater than equal to 2. So I will erase this space, okay? So second part is we have to find probability of x that is greater than equal to 2. Greater than equal to 2 means x will be either 2 or greater than 2. So what is the possibility? Either 2. 2 means k value can be 2, k value can be 3, k value can be 4, correct? This 0 is not possible because 0 is less than 2, 1 is less than 2. So either greater than or equal to 2. So x value will be either 2, 3, 4. 0, 1 will not include, correct? So probability of x greater than 2 I can write as probability of 2, x value will be 2 or 3 or 4. So or means plus, correct? And means multiplication, and or means plus, correct? So either P2 plus P3 plus P4. This will be the total probability of Px greater than equal to 2. So P2 is given as 2k. So 2k, and P3 is given as 3k. P3 is given as also 2k. So 2k, and P4 is given as k. Correct? So P4 is given as k. So I just wrote, and 2k plus 2k, 4k plus k, 5k. So 5k. And k value we got. What was the k value? K value is 0.15. We got in first part. So 0.15, that value I will use 0.15. So 5 into 0.15 will be 0.75. This is our required probability for second part. Okay. So in this way you can solve. They can change the condition here, like probability of x less than equal to 3. Then you will include 1. You will write P1, P0 also, P0, 1, P2, P3, correct? So based on the condition, just you have to write, and the corresponding value you will write and you will calculate. That will be your answer. So here it was x is greater than equal to 2. It means I will include 2, 3, 4. Correct? So I hope you understood. Now we are moving to the next question, that is question number 42. What is the question number 42? Probability of A is given as 0.8, probability of B is given as 0.5, probability of B slash A. Means probability of B when A has already occurred, B is 0.4. Then we have to find probability of A intersection B, and second part we have to find the probability of A slash B. Okay. So probability of A is given as 0.8. So probability of A is given as 0.8, probability of B is given as 0.5. This you will write first in answer. Correct. And probability of B slash A is given as 0.4. And we have to find probability of A intersection B. So for first part, which formula I will use? Since we know probability of B slash A, we know the formula probability of B slash A. So B is up. So I will write probability of B intersection A divided by A is down. So probability of A divided by probability of A. This was the formula. Correct. And here probability of B slash A is given as 0.4. So I will write 0.4. And right side probability of B slash A or probability of A slash B, both probability of B intersection A or probability of P A intersection B is same only, correct? Because in question they are asking A intersection B. So A intersection B or B intersection A, both are same. So I am writing A intersection B because in question it is A intersection B. And probability of A is given as 0.8. So I will put the value 0.8. And it is very easy. Just I will do the cross multiplication and I will get the probability of A intersection B. So probability of A intersection B is 0.4 into 0.8. And 0.4 into 0.8 is nothing but 0.32. So this will be our first part answer. First part means probability of A intersection B is 0.32. Correct? Now we'll come to the second part. Second part we have to find probability of A slash B. Probability of A slash B. So probability of A slash B, formula probability of A intersection B, and since B is known, so in denominator I will write probability of B. Correct? Whatever that in denominator, B is known, so I will write in denominator probability of B. And we know, thus now we got the probability of A intersection B is 0.32. So this value I will use 0.32 divided by probability of B. Probability of B is given in the question. Probability of B is 0.5. So I will put the value 0.5 and just you have to calculate this. So if you don't know how to calculate, then 0.32 you will write as 32 upon 100 and 0.5 you will write as 5 upon 10. So 10 will go up, 0, 0 cancelled, and then 32 upon 5. So 32 you will divide with 5. So that will be 32 you will divide with, then 6.4 divided by 10, and just you have to divide. That's it. Okay. Calculation you will do by yourself. Answer you will get 0.64 after calculation. Okay. So this is the second part answer, first part and second part. I hope this was easy, just based on the formula. These are the simple formula, but simple formula also if you are not remembering, then you cannot solve the simple question. Okay. So formula you have to remember. In 12th, conditional probability. So this is the basic formula for conditional probability. Okay. Now we'll move to the question number 43. This will be the last question for this video. Okay. So 43. So given that the event A and B such that probability of A is given as 1 upon 2, so probability of A is given as 1 upon 2, and probability of A union B is given as 3 upon 5, and probability of B is given as P. Probability of B is given as P, correct? So we have to find the P when first part there is some condition mutually exclusive, and second part if events are independent. A mutually exclusive means A and B, events A and B will be mutually exclusive, and in second part in events A and B will be independent events. Then for those conditions we have to find the value of P, correct? So we'll do one by one. Okay, so first part, when A and B is mutually exclusive. So when events will be mutually exclusive, what is the condition for that? I hope you studied, correct? Mutually exclusive. Mutually exclusive means when two events is called mutually exclusive. So if two events are mutually exclusive, then PA intersection B will be 0. Mutually exclusive means nothing common. So common part will be 0. So A intersection, probability of A intersection B is 0. Why? Because A intersection B will be nothing common. Nothing common means 5. So if 5 means probability of A intersection B will be 0. So just you have to use this concept in the first part. So since A union B is given, and we know probability of A union B, formula we know that this is probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B, correct? Because this will follow the set theory formula. So, and A intersection B, in first case mutually exclusive, A intersection B is 0. Probability of A intersection B is 0. So this will be 0, correct? So no need to write. Okay, you can write this directly. In case of mutually exclusive, this will go because that is 0. So probability of A union B. Probability of A union B is given as 3 upon 5 in the question. So I will put the value 3 upon 5 is equal to probability of A. Probability of A is given as half, 1 upon 2, plus probability of B is given as P. So P, correct? So just now you will get the value of P. Value of P will be 3 upon 5 minus 1 upon 2. 3 upon 5 minus 1 upon 2. Correct? So 10, 5 2 ja, so 6 minus 2 5 ja, so 1 upon 10. So P value is 1 upon 10 in the first case. For the first case, P value is 10. When events are mutually exclusive, then P value we got as 1 upon 10. Now we'll come to the second part. In second part, it is saying that events A and B are independent. So what is the condition for independent event? A, and for second part, A and B are independent event. So I hope you remember the concept. If A and B are independent events, then probability of A intersection B is equal to probability of A into probability of B. This is the property for independent event. When two events are independent, then probability of A intersection B is equal to probability of A into probability of B. And now again we'll use the formula. Probability of A union B is equal to, in question it is given, probability of A union B is given. In question, probability of A union B is given, A is given, B is given. So correct, so I will use this. So A union B means I will use the formula of probability of A union B, that is probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. So in the previous part, this was 0, but here it is not 0. In this, A intersection B is probability of A union into probability of B. So in place of A intersection B, I will write PA into PB. Correct? So in second line, I will write probability of A union B is probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A into probability of B. Correct? Okay. Now I will just put the value. A union B is given as, probability of A union B is given as 3 upon 5. So I will put 3 upon 5, 3 upon 5, and probability of A is given as 1 upon 2. So 1 upon 2 plus probability of B is given as P. So I will write P, and minus probability of A is half and probability of B is P. So I will write half into P. Correct? Now just I will simplify. So P terms one side and constant term one side. So P. So I will keep this in 2 in right side, and this 1 upon 2 I will send in left side. So I will write like 3 upon 5, and 1 upon 2 will come in left side. So minus half, and right side will be P minus P upon 2. P minus P upon 2. Just simplify this. So left side is 10 LCM, 3, 5, 5 2s are, so 6, 2 5s are, and right side is P minus P upon 2, so it will be P upon 2 only. You can calculate. Correct? So left side will be 1 upon 10 is equal to P upon 2, and now we have to find the value of P. So 2 I will send right side. Sorry. So 2 5s are. Correct? So P is nothing but 1 upon 5. That will be your answer. This will be your answer. So I hope you understood. Just little bit calculation is there. You will do calculation by yourself. Then rest is easy. Just in this question, concept was that mutually exclusive. When two events will be mutually exclusive, then A intersection B will be phi, nothing common. And if nothing common means probability of A intersection B will be 0. Correct? Because number of A intersection B is 0, so probability will be also 0. Correct? And independent event, for independent event, probability of A intersection B is PA, probability of A into probability of B. This was the concept. Okay? And one formula was there, so this formula we used, that formula will be common. This formula. Correct? This formula we used. So this was the concept for this question. I hope you understood and you are following all the parts. Okay, I have made the playlist for all the important questions. So you can go in that playlist and watch the playlist and make yourself comfortable in mathematics portion. Thanks for watching.